Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, is coming out in a theatre near you. And you know what that means? Another crappy tie-in video game. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too presuming, but can you blame me? Anyway, let's check this DS title out. At the time of release of this review, the movie has not come out yet, so I do not know whether the game has anything to do with it. I'll spill the beans on the game's plot though. You play as Percy, an average Joe college kid who, after a series of monster attacks, finds out that he's the son of the Greek god Poseidon. He's not the luckiest of kids, as he's blamed for stealing Zeus's lightning bolt, and then the Greek god Hades and his minions want that lightning bolt back. After the kidnapping of his mother, Percy sets off across America to save her and give Zeus his lightning bolt back. Yeah, the plot is as far-fetched as it sounds. I can safely say that watching the movie is a better idea. The plot is told in still images of the characters, with text explaining what's going on. This is all fine and well, except it's like reading the bloody script. Since there is no animation, the text actually tells you what is happening. I mean, couldn't they have put some animation in? It's just stupid. The story isn't that bad, but the telling seriously makes you wish you spent your money on movie tickets instead of the game's price. Oh, and this guy looks really creepy. This is a turn-based RPG, but there are some things which make it different. The touchscreen is primarily used here to choose your attack. You get a wide array of attacks, but due to the lack of attack spaces, you can only use 2 or 3 attacks per character. You unlock a load of different moves in this game, and you can only bring 2 or 3 into battle. Well, why can't I bring them all in? It's just stupid. Imagine if in Final Fantasy you could only bring in your normal attack and your fire attack. That means no thunder, no ice, no cure. Another really thick idea is the way you take turns. Instead of each team member getting a turn to attack, it's just each team in general. Because of this, you can just use one guy in your entire team, and if you're down to one last enemy in the opposing team, he'll take as many turns as your entire team. Again, stupid. There is a Mario and Luigi way of defending in this game. As soon as an enemy attacks, you hit the touchscreen to lessen the damage. If you time it right, you can lower the damage taken by 50%. If you're too late, you will get hit. It keeps you on your toes, but my subscribers will know how much I love the Mario and Luigi games, and I can say that this feature just feels like a tacked on gimmick. It's not fun to pull off, and if you are too late, it can get quite frustrating. When attacking, you sometimes get the chance to follow on-screen arrows. This can be quite unforgiving sometimes, and also feels just tacked on. There's also a special attack where up to 3 party members attack for some serious damage. You build up the power for this by pulling off moves which have the side effect of powering it up. Again, stupid. Why not just have it charge up over time? Because of the way they've done it, you feel forced to pull off moves which don't feel particularly useful. And the most annoying thing about the battle system is how slow it is. Every time someone attacks, you have to sit through a pretty slow animation. That and the enemy's health is just too high. Some enemies take several hits to go down. This would be okay if the game was challenging, but it isn't really. All you do in this game is read the plot and battle, and both these elements are flawed. You're forced to stick to a predetermined map the entire game, so there's no exploring aspect at all. The only enjoyment I got out of this game was building up my character's levels and gaining new abilities, but there are many games out there that do even this better. The 3D in this game is okay, and the battle animation is quite nice too. You will get sick of seeing the same environment over and over again, and a little more monster variety wouldn't hurt. The design of the characters' portraits is also pretty bland, and there is no voice work apart from the grunts you hear your characters pull off when they attack, and these sound pretty stupid too. Ha! Ha! Huh! Ha! The music is quite nice, if limiting, and for how much you see of the map, you'd think they could make it look a bit more colourful. Despite all the negative things I've been saying about this game, I did enjoy it to an extent. It is a pretty simple game, and I do think that young fans of the film would appreciate it. But due to the wealth of great RPGs for the DS, I cannot recommend this as a purchase. If you're nuts about the film, maybe a rent, but after playing this game, I hope to God that Greek gods are better at movies than they are at games. I'm going to give Percy Jackson and the Olympians The Lightning Thief for the Nintendo DS. Man, they really have to shorten these titles. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10.